Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm very happy to see you here. And today I will start this live stream with finding our lucky winner of this kit, Nonsuch 30. So we already, it was more than a week applied on the main page of the channel. So let me check how many participants we have here. And I will share my screen to show you this, if I remember how. Full screen. Okay. And now let's go to check how many participants we have. Raffle. So we sort it, and we have 22 participants. So now with number generator, we will find our lucky winner. So from 1 to 22, and now you should hear these drums. I will press this button and we will find our lucky winner. So, and our lucky winner will be number 13. Under number 13, let me go back here. Is it actually sharing my screen? It's not. It's not good. Because previously it was working perfectly fine, but I can't see it on my phone that it is working. But probably I have to show it with my phone, what I've got here. Let me switch to this camera on my phone. If it is not working like this. Phone. Come on. I want to show you this. Come on, come on, come on. Where is my phone? I want it as a webcam, please. Like this. And I want to switch to it, if it will work. Oh, finally. So at least I can show you like this. So this is what we got. On the number generator, we got number 13. And number 13, this is, let me find our winner. Number 13 should be somewhere here, it's number 12. So number 13 is Edmund Mush. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm reading incorrectly, but this is our lucky winner. If you are watching right now, you just can find under any of my videos on my channel a link to my website, and you can contact me there through contact me or feedback. Just specify the topic of your message that it is raffle. And let me go back to the Macintosh. Don't know why today's screen decided not to be shared, and sometimes it is working, sometimes it is not, but probably next time I should double it immediately with my phone also. So congratulations for our lucky winner, and we can go back to our model. And today we should fire the lines, or just to create proper shape, which we should plank. And this is the most important part, very dusty one, because this is maybe the most dustiest part of the building any kind of models. But you have to shape all these square edges into this shape is this bottom, and it should be so perfect. So when you will put a thin plank, especially it is very important when you have a single layer planking, if you will miss something somewhere or you will not shape it properly, you just can see it through planking, like where your frame is not properly shaped, it's like it will be bent on your model, and this is really very eye-poking if you will miss this. So today I will show you how to fire it and how to check that it is even, and why it is that important not to miss anything. And because we have such thin model with also top timbers, I can't just flip it and put it on the table and sand it, because I just can break all these top timbers. I will name it top timbers, it's sort of top timbers. But for doing this, I will use just additional blocks. I will show you this in a moment, how I will position it. So I will show you in this direction, like I will put some blocks right here and just will flip it. They are taller than these top timbers, so the model will be actually laying on these blocks. Top timbers will not touch the table, so something like this. And maybe I need to find something taller because we have taller stem and stern post. So let me grab another piece of wood. So I have entire collection of different cuts off. Maybe I will use just this piece if it is big enough. Oh yeah, just properly. It can fit on the model. So now I just will put it back on this wooden blocks. So it will not touch. Yeah, it is not touching the bottom or the table. So now it's safe to apply some pressure. And I probably can position even wider it, something like this, and we can start sanding it. I will move this from here because I will apply it right here. And in addition to this, it's so long term and so slowly to do it with some sanding blocks. I believe this is sandpaper number 100. Now I haven't, usually I'm marking it, but looks like it is 100. So the best way to do it with a long piece of wood or block to which you can glue sandpaper and you can sand it. But it is basswood. It will take some time and you will get the most smooth surface. But I just want to speed up this process with Rotary tool, and that's why I want to take a few minutes just to chat about power tools. Because in the moment when you decided that this is your hobby, you like it and you want to continue and you want to grow, the first power tool which you have to buy, this is a Rotary tool. My first Rotary tool was Chinese. This is when I was building my first model. One of my friends came and just looked at it like, why are you drilling all that holes with such hand drill? I have a Rotary tool, I will bring you one. So he brought me one. It was China's, I don't remember, fire line or fire something fire, his name is fire. And the problem with that one was I hated it because when you will turn it on, the drill wasn't just rotating, it was making also ellipse-shaped movements. So if you need to drill something, you just have to do the same movements just to hit the proper spot. So it was funny. And I said it like, oh my god, why modelers are using this awful tool? It's impossible to drill straight line of holes. Until I find out that it is a sport, and I found my first trainer, and he was using mostly Proxon Rotary tools. It was 12 volt, mine is actually 120. I'm using here it with the power converter because it is 120. So, and I tried Proxon tools and I understood like what is the difference. Because if you have something sturdy, it's convenient. This one is looks like big, but it is so well balanced that I'm drilling with freehand, lots of holes without any problems. Only recently I was searching for second Rotary tool, and that's how I got this one. This is cordless. The problem with this one, it is much bigger and it is also much heavier because of the battery. So it is it is also well balanced. It is right in the center of the gravity, exactly in the middle of this Rotary tool. But if you have to drill something with freehand, it's still too heavy. So I prefer to drill everything with my Proxon. And I have this one. This is mostly for sanding, so I don't have to jump. I have one diameter of collet on this one, and a different on the another one. Is this a day today? Everything is just glitching today. Come on. And this is probably not my day today. I hope I will not mess up this model, because we also need to fix the holes on the bottom. If you remember mine kit with this sort of mistake or error, and it looks like only a small bunch of these kids with the same mistake, because in the Facebook group who decided to join Facebook and share their results with me and ask questions there. So not mostly kids are without this error, but at least one already was published. And the thing is actually that it is with different size of these gaps, because one of the modelers published how he fixed it, because it was literally such thin, like 2 millimeters shorter. So he just added small pieces and it's fine. Mine is with much bigger gaps, and I will explain in a moment what exactly happened with this bunch of kids. So probably somebody, when was printing or laser cutting these parts, messed it up and pressed the wrong button. Oh, it's fine. And we got this problem. So let's go back to the Rotary tools. So I'm using this one with, I believe this one with bigger diameter and this one with smaller diameter collets, and I'm using this mostly for drilling, so I don't have to switch constantly collets, and this is very convenient. Of course, you can say something that I could buy that adjustment, I forgot the English term for this, where you can use different diameters of drill bits and tools, but from my own experience, when you have collets, this is the most precise, so your drill is not making that ellipse-shaped movements, it's just sturdy and it's very, very convenient to use it. So right now I have 2 Rotary tools, and this is my recommendation. If you really decided that this is your hobby and you want to speed up the process of building, then this is your assistant number 1, because you can cut with cutting disc, if it is proper term, that thin disc, you can cut something with it. You can sand with, you can shape lots of, the most useful probably is sanding drums, and the most important that you can drill everything with drill bits. So this is the most useful part of it. And it is convenient when it is cordless. So I was thinking about that I want exactly the same Proxon, just cordless. But again, it is the same shape, but in the end it has here battery. And when I was just playing with this one in the store, and I noticed that it is heavier on the other side because of the battery. So exactly the same should happen with this one. I haven't hold it in my hands, but even visually you can see that it is with huge battery right here. So the center of weight must move much farther from the beginning of the rotary tool. So I decided that why not to try a Dremel one, and especially when it was such an option on YouTube for YouTube creators who creates such content as I. It was a feature during the previous summer, so you can order a sample from the store, like to show it on your, to make direct advertisement. This is what I have done. So I was obligated to put a direct advertisement, to create a video and put links to the store. And this is how I got this Dremel as a sample. So I'm quite happy with this sample. It's a very useful one. And thank you so much for subscribing, for sponsorship of my channel. I really appreciate it. And thanks to you guys, I can buy all this equipment, cables, and create this podcast or broadcast. So I probably should stop talking and working. And plan for today to shape it, to fix this error, and if we still have time, we will start planking it. So I on the YouTube or on the Facebook already have seen that who start gluing these frames, you already decided to pre-shape them before gluing. But let me explain why it wasn't that good idea, and since it is already done, so be it. When you have frames, or this is wooden kit, it doesn't matter even if you will try to build the same kit 3 times in a row, you will get 3 different results. Just because it is wood, and it can shrink, bend, twist, anything. That's why it is better to shape it when it is already, everything is glued, it is not moving anywhere. Even if you are aligning it proper 90 degrees, still you accidentally can move and it will not be 90 degrees. So all these pre-shaped surfaces, you have to reshape it on the model, and because let me grab a sheet and I will try to draw it just to explain you what is going on. when you have to create a perfect surface, for example, we have keel, and we are gluing our bulkheads. And we need to get a perfect shape. So this is planking. So this is the most important part. So to get all these proper angles, impossible separately. You have to do it on the model. Because if you will create something like, if it will be, well, I just will make something like this. It will be with, I'm just underline it. If it is round shape, you just can get, in this spot, your planking will get some jump. And it will be, even if you will sand after planking, it will still be visible because you will get much thinner planking in this spot. So it is not always good. You can pre-shape it a little, but never sand it to the end, let's say. So let's start shaping it with the rotary tools first. Let me position it. Okay, too far. Because I will pre-shape it with a rotary tool, but I will sand it to the proper even surface with such sanding blocks. I hope it is visible. Actually, I can lower the camera so it will be visible exactly where and what I'm shaping. Like this. I will move a little microphone so it will not be hitting your ears loudly, so let's start working on it. And the rest should go. I have also smaller blocks if I will need it. And now let's do this. And also just not to break them. So I'm sending like vertical movements, not completely horizontal, so like diagonally. You also have to send all this entire edge of the bottom. So it should be like one smooth surface. And that is why I also missed this part in the bow. I will glue the stern parts and stem parts after I fire in the lines or fire in the frames, because I want to have this axis here and without damaging these parts which get glued here, because I got this question on the first video why I haven't glued that, so that's why. That's why I'm telling you, always before gluing something, doing something, check the instructions a few steps ahead so you can plan your own steps. Maybe you can figure out something more convenient or more no, not accurate, but something what can simplify your build. Okay, my camera is still on the phone, good job. And even if I will scratch right now this part of the stem or stern post, or is this one, I believe, stem, it doesn't matter because I will glue on top of it that part. So I'm not worried about if I will scratch it, because basswood is actually very easy to scratch and damage, so I'm not worried about it right now. Maybe I can put something under it, piece of wood, so it will not bend that dramatically, because it is jumping a little. So, good support. And maybe I should glue actually this part to repair it, and so it will dry until I will get to that point to sand it. So let's fix this while I'm sanding. Which one is bow, which one is stern? I believe that one is so this must be the stern. So I'm working on the stern right now, so in the bow I got this mistake. And I wanted to explain you what exactly happened, how this mistake and error appeared, and why it is so different. I believe that somebody who was cutting it forgot to press the button 100%, because when I just aligned it like this, it is not only shorter, it is also narrower. So it was compressed, something like this. Just want to show you exactly what happened. So you see, it is also narrower. So not only shorter, but also this much narrower. So I just will draw this line carefully, and I will cut these pieces and will glue them. Something like this. And I will fix it so somewhere up to here it's still narrower. So we need this entire piece to glue. I will cut it with a small reserve, wider, so forgot to mark it. Good job. So it was somewhere up to here. Just a scratch, because I can cut it a little bigger. I like to work with basswood. It is very soft. We can easily cut it with a scalpel with no problem. And I just will make a few such cuts to get it out of this sheet. Because even in opposite side, this part even is wider than it should be, so I will sand it on the model. So something like this. Almost got it. Actually, I can take a bigger scalpel. It is more convenient. Just will use these pieces to insert it. Good thing that this is bottom and it is not visible. Let's hope that nothing else not up to scale. So then I will measure it actually right here on the model. I need to sand it more. It will be more convenient again to use my favorite tools. Just for this video I'm not clamping it, I'm just unclamping it only. Okay, now is the length. Pencil. This is my pencil, so I will mark it on this side. Another piece to sand. Come on. Okay, soft wood, but still difficult to cut when fibers are in this direction at 90 degrees. I need to sand it. Yep. Let's try it. More. Still more to sand. Actually, I can mark it properly. Usually I'm clipping this to clamp to the table. I have links, actually I have videos in under description under this video where you can find links where to buy these tools. Okay, should be good enough. Almost there. Just slight touch. one is ready. Now is the next one. And wait till more. I'm sure one side is ready. Oh, I just broken it. Good job. Let me cut another one. I just broke this one in such a stupid way. Which one was this? Let me clean this piece. Perfect. With now this side. Maybe I should use sharper scalpel. That can help. Oh, are they all wants to break like this? Okay, let's cut it one more time here. Clean it. Or today is definitely not my day. This is the easiest way to contact the model expert, to ask them parts. I believe they have this even in advertisement somewhere feature that you can replace all broken parts. But how about to take this challenge? You know how real ships sometimes were broken, you have to replace, you have to rip off the part, cut a new one and glue it. Because you can do it, in, for example, in an hour or two and you continue build your model. Or you can wait a couple of days until your new part will arrive. So I'm taking this like a challenge. Okay, we have an error. If it would be dramatical impact on the model, like something very visible, maybe I would replace it, but it is on the bottom, it is not visible, so we just can glue it and move forward. One more time to mark it. All my wooden blocks running in different directions. Something like this. Okay, it's definitely needs to be replaced because it's not cut and it's just bending the wood. Something is definitely not right, or it is not my day today. still more sanding. Almost, but too tight. And just a little more sanding. Something like this. How about this dimension? So should fit. In a moment we will glue it. And now I need to create this part or shape it a little. We'll try to do it carefully without breaking it. Come on. Should already crack. Okay, now, perfect. But before I will glue this, I want to glue from the inside a piece of wood, just to keep it in perfect flat surface. So, let me turn it in such a way that you can see it. I will use another piece of wood here. Something like this. Oh, good job. And decided to disconnect itself. I think this is cable makes all these disconnections, because it is not something like in every 20 minutes or every hour. Sometimes it is working 5 minutes, sometimes it is working half an hour, sometimes 2 hours. So something is with the cable probably. I want to cut a piece of wood here. So I just have this empty spot. It should be something like this wide. And I need a ruler. Where is my short ruler? So just to have a piece of wood. Something like this. Can I break it already? Yes, I can. Yeah, I have seen that it is with different gaps, different size. So 2 millimeters, it is just easier to fix maybe with a strip. Oh, need to sand it a little. But if it is with bigger gaps, so I'm cutting bigger pieces from this excess of wood from the sheets. Can it fit now? Yes, it can. Good. And now I will cut this side. Oh, come on, something like this. So this is what I will glue from the inside. And as I said in the first episode, I like Tide Bond too, but the only disadvantage of it, it is a very bright yellow color when it dried. And sometimes it is impossible to remove, and it is not visible while it is still wet, and that's why I'm using it only on that places where it is not visible, so only for skeletons. Tide Bond. Tide Bond. So just a drop of it. Come on. And also glue dried on top of it. Good. This is what happened if you forget to wipe it out and it dries on top of it. Let me move this video in this corner. I need to buy more. It's already just a few drops on the bottom. I have some bigger bottle, but it is also almost. Okay, let me grab a different bottle. It was also not the freshest one here. Yay. So let's glue this side, and then we will glue it from the outside. I prefer to apply glue on both surfaces, especially with basswood, because this wood has this feature, or it's chips off, so the glue will not unglue, but it can just like take a thin layer of wood, and it's not pleasant. So I want to soak it literally as deep as possible and then glue. Okay, now I will flip it. And I need to glue it on this side. Let me check the camera. this one was from here piece, this one was from this one, and I have this tail. And you even can see that the frames are much wider, so it's definitely something wrong, so we should add this piece of wood. And I will clamp it also. And now I need to glue this piece. But I also will apply it on the edges, and on the frames. I believe tight bond at minimum time for clamping 20 minutes. Or 30 minutes. So I will sand other sides of the hole. Well, this will be clamped 30 minutes, and then we will sand it here too. Okay, how long it should be? A little more. And I will apply it also here. Now I need clamps, and I have some water here, or I had it before, need to pour some, just to keep my brush wet, so it will not dry. Maybe I will need it in the process today. And I need some clamps. Something like this. And preferably to scrape all this glue, so later you need to sand less sanding. And maybe one more clamp. Like here, maybe I can fit it here. Probably, yes. So let it dry while I'm working on the other side. So this is bow, and I'm working on the stern in the moment. Let me do this construction one more time. Wrong direction, go here. Something like this, and let's continue sanding. Okay. So we need to sand it so entire edge will be sanded. It shouldn't be like with step, so it should be completely sanded at an angle. Something thinner. Or it is also I have such piece of plastic pipe. It is sometimes even more useful. And it is really very soft wood, very easy to oversand. So I'm using 100, maybe if you are doing this first time, use something like 250 maybe, or 240. I believe this one is 240, yes. Because with 100 it's very easy to oversand. What I'm sending. Top timbers I can send also when I will flip the model. So right now I'm trying to create first half of the frames perfectly sanded, or lower half of the frames. And as I said before, I'm doing vertical or diagonal ascending, so I will not break the top timbers, because if we will do something like this, they are very easy to break. Okay, good enough at the moment. I will make the last touch later. Let's flip on another side. Oh, good job, and I just ripped it off. Where is my clamps? Clamps. We'll glue it later one more time. I will move this video here. Yeah, it is about to break. I know. Because I put it on the another piece of wood and it is taller than it should be, so it just ripped it off. So I will glue it later. And right now, in front of camera, I have to work with the left hand. Oh, thank you very much, Jeff. I really appreciate it for your support. I will do with this block. Yeah, I'm sorry for such position, just it is, I'm trying to photograph and film it, so I don't want to move it, that's why I'm moving around the model. place with different clamp, so it will not be sticking out like this. We'll grab a small one. Maybe 2. Still in my way. Something like this. So practically I'm shaping this bottom and then frames. So practically when you are sanding each frame, you are touching at least 3 of them. So that's how you are getting perfect surface between all of them. Need to sand more here. Top timbers, I will finish them later. Let's move. So let's move to this mid part. And maybe I already can remove some clamps, so they will not be in my way. Not all of them, but let me check camera. Just perfect. And let's continue. So first I will shape the bottom and then I will move to frames. Maybe I can also show you my face. And again, so not to break the frames, I'm not sending them like this. No, I'm sending them diagonally or vertically, something like this. And practically I'm touching 3 of them every time when I'm sending. And this is probably that part of the bottom which was wider after this error, so I need to send more, because on other side, which wasn't damaged, it's very easy, very slight sending only required, but this side is a little more complicated. So how we can live without challenges in our life? So let's fix it. I will deal with top timbers when I will flip the model. So let's move. So sort of it is already dried. Dried enough to sand, it will completely dry later. So let me a little move it and properly position these pieces of wood. And camera. It is a little dusty, the dustiest part of the build. Yeah. The rest is manually. Again, first I'm trying to shape bottom first and then frames. And again, I will repeat that. It's easier to do it now, while I don't have any part to damage. And after I fire in the frames and bottom of this model, I will glue stem and stern parts so they will be undamaged. And I know that we have some modelers who are building first time in their life wooden model. So just curious, how many frames you will break, because this is the first model. Don't ask me how many frames I have broken during fire in the lines. So just would like to hear your thoughts. How many frames you have broken during the fire in the frames. And if such thing happens, maybe I should break one intentionally, just to show you. Just try to glue it back with PVA white, not tight bond, because as I said, it will get that yellowish spot. Just with PVA D3 or type 2. Mostly you can see which screen, this one, D3. Sometimes it marks like B3, but mostly D. And this means that it is moisture resistant, and it also dries transparent. So you will not see that broken, because usually such top timbers are breaks along with the fibers, and it will look like a thicker fiber, so it's not that big deal. The most important to clean all excess of glue which are sticking out, so when you will stain or paint it, it will not be visible that there is a spot of glue. I'm not skipping. I said this at the very beginning, so check the instructions and a few steps forward and see if you can improve these instructions. For example, this is what people were texting on their first video, why I have missed these parts and haven't glued them. Because while I'm sanding it, they are in my way right now, while I'm firing the lines. When I will do this, because that part I definitely have to sand and shape separately and then glue them only on the model. So I will not shape them on the model. So why should I bother and then try not to damage them during the fire in the lines? So I can glue them just later. And that is why with every model, check the instructions 3, 4, 5 steps ahead and check if you can improve it or simplify it even. And trust me, it is always possible to figure out something even simpler, to how to build the same model in a simpler way. I see now that probably we don't have time to start planking it today, but definitely we will finish firing the lines. Maybe we will not even glue the stem and stern parts, but at least we will shape it today. And this is, as I said, the most important, the most dusty, nasty, boring, but very important part of building. From this depends the shape and beauty of your model. So you can sand it, put it on the shelf, come back in 2 or 3 days and just slide sand in one more time. This is what I'm usually doing. I will sand it today, but maybe next episode I will take it back into the same position, sanding position, and will touch slightly more. Just look at it at different angles. If you can find something uneven, something sticking out, so put it on the shelf, let it sit there, just like, because when you are working on it, like, looks like, oh, it's perfect. When you will take it back in a few hours and look at it again, oh, something is not even. So just put it aside, take it one more time, sand it a little more, and in a few days it will be perfect. So the most important thing in this hobby, don't rush. Don't be in a hurry to put everything together. Don't stay in one spot too long, so constantly move around. So don't sand only one frame, sand a little one, next one, and then come back to the first one, etc., etc. I think it is visible on the camera, yellowish spots. So this is how Tide Bond look like after drying. That's why I'm using it only on the skeletons. And for all that visible, like planking, decking, I'm using transparent, or PVA glue which dries transparent. Yeah, I have flex shaft for my Proxon, but I'm using it so rarely, only in that very tight spots where I can't reach it. Something I have it, it's right here. So this is what I have. But the thing is that, for example, to drill something, the Proxon is so well balanced that it is, for me, it's not a big deal. This is just slightly thinner, like a pen, but this one is so convenient to hold that I can do everything with the tool itself without flexi shaft. So because I have it, so I don't need second flexi shaft for Dremel. It is also a question probably of who got used to what, just because my Proxon becomes so favorite, so I just can't switch completely to something different. It is comfortable to work with both, but favorite one is still Proxon. Maybe it is more convenient will be to use this one here. Top timbers I will shape later. I don't like this one. It's still something is not shaped properly. Okay, let's leave it good enough for today. As I said, we will check it next episode too. So the last piece. Oh, and I don't know how I managed to do this. I was talking about to make it intentionally. Just found on the opposite side I have broken somehow frame. So let's show you how to fix it. Because this is, and without sanding even. This is something what quite often happens with such construction when you have thin top timbers like here, just because you see how fibers are positioned. So if that's why I'm not sanding it like, oh, just touched it. What's wrong with them? Literally I just touched it with my finger and it's decided to break down. So let's fix it now. I will position it like this probably. So even without sanding it is possible to break it. I will put some bottles. But this is a learning video, so how about to learn how to fix these damages. Ah, come on. Something like this. And now let me focus camera. Too close. So yes, it was hanging in the air without touching anything and decided to break down. So literally I just touched it. No, the rest are okay. They are not falling into pieces. Where is my white glue? Now I will shift it. Okay, I will position one more time. I need to get something for glue. And where is my cup for glue? Right here. it is here. Need to clean it from the old glue. And I will need clamps. Okay. So, without sanding, without anything, I just want to put this. Actually, this has broken in such a place that it will not be visible even in the end of the day, because it is under the deck. But we need to glue it, so maybe I will leave this part unsanded or unfaired today, because this should dry. Where is my favorite tool? Favorite tool to scrape off the glue. Oh, come on. Right here. Why I'm scraping it off? Because it just like it not let glue to soak inside the fibers or grains. I will leave this drop outside here. I will sand it later. And let me do this just to check that it is clamped properly. And same for the second one. Oh, just dust. I will take a different clamp because can't fit two together. I'll take this small one. Or actually I can glue it from the inside and clean the glue. It's more complicated to clean it here with this clamp. I have this one. Should fit. Yep, it's just perfect. Oh, it's just dust. Excuse me. Okay, let it dry. But I will shape the bow or fade the lines in the bow. Good. Now in this spot, these two frames will be much stronger than others. Come on.
Now probably I can't use it because of this.
Of course I can't. I want to finish it today. Okay, we'll try to do it on the side. Something like this. Don't want to lay it on the frames because I can break the rest of them. Then I will try to flip it. Like this. Still will have some surface here. Okay, then this direction. But I need to flare this and it is not visible for you. Let me turn it at an angle. Like this. So now it is visible. And again, rotary tool. FPLR, I don't know what is your name, but thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. This is thanks to you guys I can run this channel because it's constantly needed something. Cables, batteries, chargers. And this support is really just very big help. Thank you guys. And the rest manually. And now it will be more complicated because I can't see actually bottom what I'm sending. At least I will pre-shape it and will touch it one more time next episode. Because of these two broken and I have touched this again. Good job. Okay, one more time glue. Not good, not good. So I was asking you how many frames you have broken. So I have broken 2. Now I would like to hear how many you have broken. And this is just sad. I haven't sent them. They just broke from touch. Maybe hit it with my clothes or just because it was a very weak spot here. My favorite tool. Where is my favorite tool? It was here a moment ago. Come on, where is it? I need to scrape it off. We'll do it with a scalpel then. have to take bigger clamp. It is more stronger. At an angle, something like tie on this one. And I can use this one. Good. Don't touch it. And sending the neckline here. And this one is unglued. Partially. Good job. Really not good. Yeah, I haven't cleaned the edges here because it is not that, doesn't matter that if it is not that strongly glued because of planking, etc. But probably I have to add some glue here. Which one? This one will. And to make it cures fast and work with it, I will use soldering iron. So I can finish it today. And I'm using the simplest soldering iron on lowest temperature at 200 Celsius. So if you have with a lower temperature soldering iron, you can use that one. Just want to cure this glue so this frame will not move like this. It's impossible to sand. Is it working? Still not hot. Let's wait a few seconds. And while I'm waiting, I can start sanding these top timbers. And again, I'm sanding them vertical, not like this, so not to break them. As we can see, they can break even without pressure and sanding. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. Really, I really appreciate it. This is a very big deal. And the top timbers are the most fragile, so I'm holding also with my fingers, like to secure them, because they are very easy to bend and break as a result. Working. Yeah, it start kicking, but not hot enough yet. So I'm just compensating with my fingers pressure.
Try one more time. No, sort of. I should change nozzle, but it's already too late. So let's cure the PVA.
What solder iron actually do instantly evaporates moisture and glue hardens immediately, because PVA glue is water-based glue and it dries faster and when it is dry air and slowly with high moisture, and with higher temperature it also cures faster. So I'm just literally speeding up, boiling the glue, and it cures instantly. But because I am burning it, so that's why it becomes brownish. When it dries on its own, it is transparent. But since it is not visible here, and I want to continue sanding right now,
I'm good with brownish color too.
okay, should hold. Already.
Finally it's hot enough.
Good. Let's continue sanding. I can't see what I'm doing, but I can see it on the screen. I need to shape actually bottom first. So I have to put it somehow on the side, but without pressure to the floor top timbers, because I need to sand this. Theoretically, I already can flip it and remove the clamps here. It's holding, so I can finish it properly.
send more here and here. Oh, good job. It's not visible. So I need to first shape the bottom and then frames. Which one was broken? This two was broken. I need to mark them, so I will not shape or not send this two. I think this one should be also reglued. This one already is good, but next one is also shaky. Something thinner. And that is why it is convenient that this part is empty, that I don't have any parts on the stem and stern post. They are not in my way right now. So I'm afraid that I will not finish it today because of these two broken frames.
We will finish it next time, because these two should dry completely 24 hours. So let me show this camera. And something like this. Because these two, I marked them on the bottom, they should dry completely 24 hours and then I can sand them safely. Because if they was so easy to break without sanding, right now they are even more fragile. Just touching, they will fall off again. So I think this is it for today. And so this side is almost ready. Only some top timbers should be sanded, but it can be done also next time. As I said, sand it, put it aside, check it in a few hours or better in next 2 days, and touch it again, and then it will be perfect. So I think this is it for today. And tomorrow we still have to sew in sails for the small lobster smack. Can't promise you that I will finish tomorrow entire mainsail, because tomorrow I will finish my stream just on time, because I have to drive Professor Batchvarov to the airport. He is going to his field work. So that's why I don't have a second camera now, and I will not adjust it until he will come back in 2 months. Then I probably will be able to set up a second camera for this stream, so you can see something very close and in general entire picture. So I think this is it for today. And this is not actually that big model, it's just long, but it is flat. And if you will rig her or like set it up as just boat, we'll put mast inside like it was stored on the shore. So it is not big at all. It will be only tall when you will put mast also. It will be something like this. But it's very pleasant to work model. And I hope to see your results in the group on Facebook. Who is building it can join the group on Facebook. You can find the link in the description under this video. And you can share your pictures and we can discuss problems, troubles, and how to fix that gap, and who has found a different decision how to fill this broken, not broken, but short piece here. So I will be very happy to see your results and how many frames you have broken. Can you compete with me? I have broken 2. Who can do more? So with this, I think I have to finish it today, and I wish you a nice rest of the day or evening, depends from which part of the world you are watching. And thank you so much for sponsoring and supporting my channel. With you, I can do it, for sure. And then see you tomorrow with Lobster Smack. Bye!